very first part podcast is very critical. Critical because it is the foundation of all we'll be doing on this platform going forward. I have used the idea I'm going to share with you for close to 2 decades, and it has allowed me to solve every problem that came my way all through that period to this very moment. It is an incredible force that holds potential to revolutionize your entire life. It works. I have recommended this for the thousands of protégés and clients within my coaching and counseling structure for many years, and the results has been outstanding, for want of a better word. And if you withhold judgment now, stay open and put your focus on transformation, you will be amazed how it will totally transform every area of your life if you dare to apply it. I am convinced that what I'm about to share with you is God's massive gift to humanity through me. I am of the view that time will continue to announce and drive its relevance. Now, the approach is based on what I call the law of outcomes. It is based on the credible assumption that there is really no such thing as a problem. Problems are, simply put, new experiences. And there is always a significant level of discomfort, uneasiness, and sometimes fear and anxiety that comes from the freshness of a new experience or the silence of the voice of the unknown. When you think you have a problem, it is because you have either by your own foolishness, your own ignorance, unguarded outbursts, or untactfulness, or those of others around you, found yourself in a place your worldview terms as negative, shameful, painful, or embarrassing. Whichever way, that place is a place you have never been before, or was a nasty experience the last time you were there, or you heard or knew someone was there. So we call it a problem. No, it's not a problem, it's a new experience. A necessary ladder to your next level of relevance. I mean, if pain is not a reality, the victories and testimonies will be totally meaningless. And as we only celebrate a victory and sing songs of testimony because the situation initially held a potential for pain, for shame or embarrassment or even death, it is the possibility of failure that defines the relevance of victory. Humans seem to have forgotten this. So they want victories and testimonies of great joy, but they hate the pathway to it. It's like everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. If you are called by your right name, no one expects you to express shock or surprise. Why? It's normal to call you by your right name, and it is a psychiatric case to express shock at what is normal or obvious. Problems are like our names, and we cannot continue to allow ourselves to be shocked by what is normal. Instead, we should anticipate and prepare for our new experiences, that is, so-called problems. Meaning that for every so-called problem in life, there's always something simple that is overrated as complex, or something complex that is underrated as simple. Whatever the thing is, the wisdom is to remember that it is only a new experience with a capacity to fade with time. Experience will always expire, no matter what it is. So our so-called problems will always expire as well. Every so-called problem possesses an inbuilt mechanism that ensures it fades in time. Someone may well say, well, it's my entire fault. I created the problem. I made a foolish mistake. The question is, at what age or skill level do you hope to outgrow mistakes or outgrow errors and shortcomings? You don't outgrow warfare, you learn to fight. First, someone must be foolish for wisdom to continue to have value. That's clear. The expression of foolishness is in itself a gift to humanity, because it is the only way wisdom can remain a positive force, just as pain defines the relevance of good health as well as that of victories. Second, you will never outgrow your human frailty. You just have to mature to the level where you express perfect peace and harmony with the idea of your human frailty. Perfection eludes us as humans, and our imperfections defines continuity and drives meaning for pursuits and growth. You will always make a mistake, no matter who you are. You may be so disciplined not to make the same mistake twice. You may even be so well guided not to make mistakes often and avoid building a reputation for error. But you will always make a mistake. And each mistake ushers you into a new experience, otherwise called problems. Every so-called problem is made so by either ignorance, pride, fear, or all in one. You see, when people say, I don't know what to do, what they are really trying to say, if you listen well enough, is, I am ignorant, or I am too prideful to do what I know I should do, or I'm afraid, or I'm ignorant, prideful, and afraid. The truth is, they are actually confused. Confusion is not necessarily a state of psychological imbalance. No, neither is it to be clueless. You have to actually have a couple of options for confusion to set in. Confusion is a state of indecisive existence. Confusion is the refusal, unwillingness, unpreparedness, inability, or fearfulness to take a decision. A right decision is not as important as being decisive. That's very important. But some people are so consumed with trying to make a right decision so much that they get hypnotized by it and put themselves in a state of indecisive existence. It's a highly frustrating place to be. Highly frustrating. The whole world has been there for so long that we have lost consciousness of the ideal and the truth. There really is no such thing as a problem, only new experiences. Even the one threatening to destroy your entire life right now is only a new experience. And if you can accept that, if you can just accept that, it changes the whole game. Please don't fight this paradigm. Just decide it with a shift. See, from a robust resource of life experiences and careful study, I make daily efforts to connect my exceptional experiences to the challenges and so-called problems of all kinds, using original, homegrown research and principle-based methodologies. The simple advices and recommendations are timeless in their application and equally tailored to meet needs per circumstance, per time. I call it the OS system. It's a partnership focused on helping individuals solve so-called problems, beat bad habits, and develop great ones, attain zenith performances, increase productivity, and develop needful life skills. It is a continuous service and can last for as long as necessary. The OS system is not just a brand name, trust me. It is first of all an approach, a unique solution-creating approach. It is the result of close to decades of keenly observing human actions and behaviors with the results that proceed therein. It is the way Olakunle Soriyan deals with the so-called complex human challenges. Now, stay sharp and remember, your difference is your personal power.